Damn, Danielle, back at it again with another video.
Packing the mail, it's gone. Shit like I smell cologne. Yeah, I just signed a deal, I'm on. Yeah.
Okay guys, so stepping right into the video, I'm going to be using this salmon that comes in a can just like this, and this is what it looks like coming straight out of the can. All you do, you open the can, you pour the liquid out, and then you put it into a bowl. So I'm going to be washing off the things I'm going to be using because I'm going to be cutting up fresh vegetables that's going to go inside of my salmon. All the things that I use in this video is going to be listed down below in the description area. So yeah, so I'm going to be washing my hands like so much throughout this video because like that is very important. When you're using products, you have to wash your hands because you're just going to be touching so much stuff, and like I just don't want the smell of salmon to just stick throughout my house because it's already going to be sticking throughout the house as is. I just don't want it to like linger. So I already have some grits on the stove that I'm stirring up, and yeah. So right now, I don't know if you guys know, but when you buy salmon that comes in a can like that, it does still have the bones in it. So I just go through it and I pick the bones out. So here's some bones right here, you guys can see. So yeah, you're just gonna go through the salmon and carefully pick the bones out. Now I know some people that don't pick the bones out, but I don't like the bones in it. I mean, honestly, when you mix it up, the bones can, I guess, be mushed up, but like I said, I don't like the bones. So I'm just going through it slowly and finally and making sure I'm just picking out all the bones because I just don't like the bones. This this procedure takes like a good minute to do because you want to make sure you get like every single piece out. So right now I'm just done getting all the bones out, and I just like mush it up really fine to make sure that I did not leave any bones behind. And now I'm going to wash my hands again. Make sure you use that soap, guys. Rinse, lather, repeat, all that stuff, blah blah blah. So I like to use onions and bell peppers in mine, and I know that when I use a lot of onions, and the leftover onions I used to just put in a Ziploc bag, put in the fridge. So the onions here, I'm just chopping them up nice and fine. This is how I chop my onions up. Some people don't like to chop those up so finely, but I know my boyfriend doesn't really, he doesn't mind, but I just like to chop mine up very finely. And then I'm going to be chopping up some bell peppers also to go in there. So I'm not going to be using as much bell peppers as I did onions, but you're going to dice them up to your liking. Like, let's not just say you're going to dice them up finely. You're going to dice them up to your liking, and me, I just dice mine up very, very tiny and very, very fine. So I'm going to be putting it in this bowl right here. Why I put it in this bowl, honestly, I don't know, but I could have just put it in a bowl with the salmon. So over here near my windowsill, I have some green onions. I grow my own green onions. So basically, when you done the bottom part of the green onion, I just basically put that in some water and put it near my windowsill, and it just grows from that. It's honestly much cheaper than just keep buying green onions. So that's what I do. So I put the green onion in, I added 1 egg, some sea salt, black pepper. There isn't really a measurement of how much you add. I just add how much I think I want it to taste like. Also added some garlic powder, and you're gonna need some cornmeal. I don't know why I couldn't get it out. So you're gonna need some cornmeal. And now I'm just washing my hands again because I was touching like the bottles and the package of the cornmeal and all this other stuff because I am going to mix this up with my hands. That's how I like to mix it up, just so I can make sure that I'm mixing it up very finely and really good. So now I'm just making a patty to see if I need to add some more cornmeal, which I did. Wash my hands again because like I said, you're touching things and you have to make sure your hands are clean for this. So yeah, I'm just mixing it up really, really nice and finely. And I think I had a clip in here, but if I did not edit the clip out, but I do have some gloves, guys, but I'm just cooking for me and my boyfriend, so I didn't use gloves because I know people just come for you and they be like, oh my god, you need to be using gloves, blah blah blah, but this is my house, I'm cooking for me and my boyfriend, and I wash my hands like 1,000 times, so you know, So now I just going to make the patties, and with this mixture in one can, you can get 6 patties out of this. So now I'm just like making the patties and making sure they're the same size. And usually I have some more in the bottom where I just go back and I find one that's not as big or the same size as the other, and I just make it the same size, and making sure I'm patting them nice and neat. And yeah, so that's all the stuff. So I like to wash as I go. I don't know if you guys know, but I did go to culinary college. I went to Le Cordon Bleu School of Culinary Arts, and when we was in there, they taught us to wash as we go to have less of a mess. So that's what I'm doing. I'm washing my dishes as I go, and I'm also washing my hands again because you need to just keep your hands clean. So I'm using some grape value vegetable oil, and you don't need a lot of this. You guys can see this is brand new, and I only use like a little bit of vegetable oil because you honestly do not need a lot. So I'm just waiting for the grease to get hot, and I put it on medium heat. So I take a little water and I sprinkle it in the grease just to make sure it's hot, and it was hot. So now I'm just putting my patties in there one by one. Guys, do not be scared. If you put it in there and it's like going crazy, that means that the grease is entirely too hot, and you need to just turn it down, let it cool off, and start the process all over. And since my grease was on medium heat, I just went ahead and put my salmons in. So salmon, like any other fish, it does not take long to cook. It's a really fast process. Since I sped up and I cut out most of the clip, it only took about probably like 6 minutes on each side. So it was 6 minutes on one side. I took my spatula and I'm turning them over so they can cook 6 minutes on the other side. And I don't know if you guys can see all the way over there in the corner, but I am getting a paper towel out and I'm stirring up my grits because, make sure they don't stick to the bottom of the pan. So I'm getting my paper towel out, and I have my paper towel on a cooling rack because the salmons are almost done. And I got out another frying pan because I was about to, make some eggs because this was like breakfast time. So I got the frying pan out, rinsing the frying pan out. I don't know if you guys do that, but I like to like rinse out my stuff regardless if it was in a cabinet, regardless if it got washed or not. You have to rinse and clean stuff out because you just never know. Bugs just come. Like, I don't have bugs in my house, but you just never know, like dust, anything. So when you're cooking, always turn the handle for the frying pan in towards the stove and not hanging, because you don't want to accidentally knock it down. And you might have some kids sometimes that come and just grab things and knock things down and stuff like that. Just make sure it's like a safety caution. So now you can see over there in the corner, I'm just putting some butter in the pan. I'm moving the camera back so I can get ready to take these salmon patties out because it has been like 6 minutes now, so it's time for these babies to come out. So now I'm turning them over, and yes, they are golden brown on the other side. So I'm taking them, and I'm using a slotted spatula to make sure that the grease goes through on the other side. So I'm taking a slotted spatula, I'm picking up the salmon patties, and I'm putting them on the paper towel so that it can drain the oil out, because the last thing you want is to be biting into something and it's just filled with oil. Ew. So just taking the salmon patties out of the grease, drying them, waiting for the butter on the frying pan for the eggs, which I put that on low because butter burns really, really fast, especially if you're not watching it. Even though I'm right here, my mind and my eyes are somewhere else, so I put the butter on really, really low. So now that my salmon patties are all out, I'm going to move the frying pan from the heat. I cut it off because I don't want to leave it on there. There's nothing else in the pan, nothing else for to be cooking. So my boyfriend usually likes to have his eggs fried or sunny side up or whatever. So I just crack 2 eggs in there like so, and this is how I cook his eggs. We usually add the salt and the pepper for his eggs after they're done. That's how he likes them. So this is how I cook his eggs. Take them out and just cook them out. and his eggs were done. So now I'm cooking my eggs. I usually like scrambled eggs with cheese, salt, and pepper. So this is my eggs, and I like my eggs fluffy. I don't like super scrambled eggs. And I just came from the room, if you guys see me, because I was waking my boyfriend up because I was telling him breakfast is almost done. So yeah, I'm scrambling my eggs now. Like I said, I like mine really fluffy, and eggs also don't take long to cook. So yeah, those are my eggs like right there. So now I'm taking the grits, which are done because I put those on first, and I put that on the plate. And now I'm going to put the salmon patties on the plate. 2 for me, 2 for him, and getting 2 farts. And like I said, guys, make sure you're rinsing those out. So I'm taking them over there. I'm rinsing them off in the water to make sure they don't have no dust and nothing on them. And yeah, so that is my salmon patties. I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. Also, I'm just adding cheese onto my grits. But like I said, I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. Like I said, everything that was used is going to be down below in the description area. That is it. And don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.